Hey guys, it's Morrissa, Nicole. Super excited today to challenge you, to challenge me. Here is today's challenge. I had a really good start to my day. I woke up with determination. I planned out my day, planned out my hours, planned out my minutes purposefully, especially because of the last challenge that I issued to myself and to you guys. So I made a point to do that today. And I thought that everything was going really well. I was accomplishing everything. I was hitting everything on the nail. And because of that, it was motivating me. So every time I did something and it worked out, I was like, oh yeah. And then I just kept going higher and higher. And then halfway through the day, I got an amazing phone call. And that phone call was not amazing at all. If you did not sense my sarcastic tone, it was actually quite disappointing and a little frustrating. And when I hung up from that call, I was angry, I was frustrated. I really did not want to continue. I was saying things like, okay, I'm done with this day. I can't be bothered. I can't believe this happened to me. And of course, as you all know, I started singing the Why song. Why is this happening to me? Why did this happen? Why did I do this? Oh my gosh. Why can't I just catch a break for 5 seconds? Why is this happening in my day? God, why? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Obviously, the pity party started going and violins started playing. I started moping around and feeling all groggy and like disappointed. Right there in that moment, I just stopped myself. I'm like, no, cut, freeze. You were just having a perfectly good day and you are telling me that the sound of one disappointment, the sound of one problem, at the sound of one issue, you are falling away to the wayside? Are you that fickle? Your house of cards is falling, your dominoes are falling, all of a sudden everything is coming to a complete end. The world is ending because you heard one small problem that can easily be rectified? Come on, Mo. You're gonna think of 3 things that happened in this day that made you happy, that made you satisfied, that made you excited. And you're gonna pull yourself right back up to where you were before, how you were happy, how you were joyful, how you were amped, how you were pumped. So I thought about 3 things that happened in the day. And the first thing that happened in the day was that I was hitting and meeting all my goals. Everything that I wanted to do yesterday, I was hitting it on the nail. And that made me feel excited. Like the first half of my morning was very accomplished. Second thing that I thought about was, while I was watching, in order for me to get better at vlogging, I kind of watched the vlogs to see where I messed up and how I could do better. So I was watching a past vlog, which I'm going to share with you, and I watched a current vlog and I realized that I've actually lost weight, and you can see it in my face. And that was also very exciting. So the fact that I was able to see that, oh my gosh, my fitness goals and me working out and me trying to get healthy is actually starting to pay off, that was something else that happened in my day that made me feel very pumped. And then I thought of one more thing. And by the time I thought of those 3 things, all of a sudden I could feel my mood changing. I could feel, things shifting around, and I started to feel, a little bit better. I could feel my frustration and my anger melting. And I said, okay, no. So we're here now, but we're not actually quite at the level that you were before you got the news. So think about 3 things that you were anticipating, 3 things that you want to happen that are like this close to happening. So I thought of 3 things that I am anticipating that I want to happen. And all of a sudden, my mood just began to shift and my mood just began to change. I mean, my happiness was coming back. My excitement, my ampedness, my pumpedness is all of a sudden coming back. And I'm starting to see clearly again. One thing that I noticed, once I put those glasses of anger and frustration on, once I accept a problem and react to it in a negative way, all of a sudden my day in its entirety becomes negative. It's like you're seeing through this lens of anger, you're seeing through this lens of frustration, and one thing that would not have upset you is all of a sudden upsetting you. Let's say before, when you were happy, you got caught in traffic. You probably just crank up the music and have a good time. Now that you're angry and frustrated, you're ticked off because you're stuck in traffic. All of a sudden things start irritating you so much more. And that's what I want to tell you guys today. Do not see through the lens of anger. Do not see through the lens of frustration. It is so hard to take that off when you're upset and when you're angry. But just breathe. Sometimes we can't control the situations that occur in our lives. And sometimes we can't control the trials and the stuff that happen that, we are like desperate to avoid. Sometimes they just happen. But what you can control is the way that you react to it. What you can be responsible for is your actions. You can be responsible for your response. So be responsible today for your actions. Be responsible today for your response to all the negativity that may flood you today. Prep yourself for it. Know that it comes. It's a part of life. It's okay. It's not okay to stew in it. It's not okay to roll around in it and to be frustrated. That's not okay. We talked about this. You're wasting a completely valuable day. When you meet up on a problem today, I challenge you. Stop yourself. Think of 3 things that you're happy about that happened that day. Think about 3 things that you're expecting, you're anticipating, you're believing to happen, and move on.